Switchback. Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another daily episode of Cube World. Look at Sniffles. He looks so cute until I do that. Then he's scary. So welcome to hell, everybody. Looking forward to this. Good Lord. So if you actually remember yesterday, we found our way into hell. One of the more difficult biomes to play with in this fine game. And the funny thing is, even if I turn it to daylight, not going to help it a whole heck of a lot. This place is notoriously dark, even in the middle of daylight. So I have the god light on, and we're going to be good. So, yeah, so everyone is enjoying themselves. So I'm going to, we're going to go and enjoy hell today. Busy day. You guys may recall from yesterday, kind of a little grumbly about things in my system. Justifiably. I mean, I had a whole bunch of issues trying to stream. And I woke up this morning bound and determined to try to figure out what the heck was happening, because I wasn't really having problems up until yesterday. So Cosmic Chris and I were chatting last night that he was going to be reinstalling Windows. So this morning he got up and asked me to give him the settings for OBS that we used, because they were settings that he was using and he forgot to write them down. So I thought, well, what better time to, like, you know, try to do some troubleshooting myself, which we did. I did a quick stream this morning and asked Chris if he would mind, you know, watching my stream to see if he was seeing the same things I was seeing, and he did. And we tried troubleshooting. We did a whole bunch of stuff, and we were both searching, trying to figure things out. And then what I ended up doing was I deleted that scene. And the way that OBS works is you can have like different scenes. I have one for game capture, monitor captures, all that kind of stuff. And so I deleted the one for the game capture and recreated it, and lo and behold, it fixed it. So apparently there was something going wrong with the scene. Either I enabled something or disabled something in my tweaking or whatever happened. But yeah, I broke it. Or it broke itself. Whatever it was not functional at all. Man, I just realized that I have nothing in bottles. Oh God. This is going to stink. This is definitely going to stink. So yeah, I saved myself from having to redo everything, and then we proceeded to hop on, and I did about a 40-minute stream of, oh God, I don't have any water bottles. This was stupid. Do I have bottles? I have 35. Oh well. We'll just have to suffer without a bottle today. Dang it. The valley is not going to do us anything. Yeah, if we find any source of water in here, we'll be lucky. We can at town, which is fine. I think every now and again I have seen an oasis kind of thing in here, but not very often. Like, I'll see like a forest in here every now and again, or a valley, but like even that valley, like that's still held by them. So yeah, we're pretty much doomed to be exactly what we are, which is fine. I mean, I'm not too terribly fussed about it anyway. Yeah, so I did a little bit of Mad Max this morning, and oh man, so happy I got back into that game. I restarted it from scratch. Anybody that was around when I streamed it when the game came out knows that I devoted a lot of time streaming onto Mad Max. And you know what? It was one of those games that just kind of hit the radar and it just kind of disappeared. People were not as happy with it as other games, and like, you know, people wanted like Grand Theft Auto and that kind of stuff, and it's not that kind of game. Never was, never will be. But I love it for what it is. And Chris just ended up picking up recently too. It was on sale, and he's been playing it, and he's got a couple hours into it as well. And yeah, so that's gonna be one of my little stream games. It's gonna be something that I can get back into. And then this evening, Chris was doing his live stream, and he was doing. Sorry for bumping my microphone there. Oh, doing Minecraft. And he also joined the E86 server with us as well. And so I was just getting ready to stream, and I was going to do some Skyrim or something. And I'm like, well, I'll be silly. And I haven't posted a video yet for the E86 server. So I thought, well, this might be a good way to kind of kill two birds with one stone. Because I have kind of like this one thing I was working on, and it's been taking way too much time. And I just don't have the time to devote to what my original plan was. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is a good way to do it. And so we ended up goofing around for 2 hours. and had a blast. A bunch of the guys came out to the stream. My stream is not the best quality because Minecraft and my system don't necessarily. You'll see. I'm gonna post the entire thing in its entirety as one little link. The reason being is that I just don't want to cut it up, and I'm just going to download it and just transfer it up as is. No real editing or anything. I'm gonna leave it as it is. I think it's a lot of fun. Chris and I had a blast. I love when Chris and I hang out and we end up giggling. Giggling is one of my favorite things to do in the entire world. And Chris gets in his head every now and again and just has a lot of fun. I adore that. And a lot of the guys and a gal from the server joined on while we were playing. And so it didn't join into our chat or anything, but they joined in and were playing Minecraft with us. Very active server. It was very nice to see. It's one thing that Chris and I were both commenting on was like how active people are. I think there was 8 or 9 people playing at the same time, which is like unheard of for any of the servers that we've ever been part of, because usually you'll get that many people when we have a reset, but not at any given time. So really cool. Nice to see an active server. So we're setting up our base, getting that going, and I may have to tweak my settings a little bit. I don't know if I'll be streaming it a whole lot. I don't know. I might. It was fun. I mean, it's always nice to have different games to stream with friends, and like War is planning on getting involved in it, and Chris and Kitt, and you know, we got a whole bunch of the Brew Gaming Network people have now joined over onto the At Least Know server, which I am very happy with. So you know, it's nice to have a bunch of weirdos, and that's the one thing is it's a whole bunch of weirdos. If they get along with us, they got to be weird, right? Okay, this is very, 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 very scary. Because I don't have anything. Like, I don't have a potion, nothing. I can survive. Oh, God, I survived that. Okay. Because that was basically a full potion by leveling up. Well, level 101. I mean, this is just a level with +2 whites. So, I mean, it's not like a terribly taxing one. But, you know, when you walk into a room full of like 15 guys like that, it's like, oh, we can get ourselves a turtle, it looks like. What do we get? Nothing terribly major. It doesn't matter. Yeah, so today was good. And as you guys know, I've been talking about beam, and blah, 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 beam. But I'm like I've mentioned, I'm trying to take a lot of what I'm doing very seriously. And I like what I'm doing there. But one of the things with the Microsoft announcement that kind of piqued my interest was they were saying that people could beam from their Xbox One or a Windows 10 machine directly to Beam. Now, I don't think it's enabled yet. I haven't found that out, but I picked up an Xbox One today. Ended up trading in a whole bunch of stuff at the local GameStop, and got it for on the cheap. Got 500 gig version. It's the original version with the Kinect and all the other stuff. Picked up a couple of games. So I got Halo 5. What is the other one? The Dragon Age Inquisition. Games that I'm really looking forward to playing. The Dragon Age Inquisition I have for the PC, but I just can't get into it, and I think it's just because of the controllers. And I've always liked the Xbox 360 controller, and I like the Xbox One controller. I've goofed off a little bit with it so far. I haven't really gotten a whole lot into it. What I also like is the fact that it has some backwards compatibility attached to it too. So I was able to take Fable 3 and throw that in, and you know, get some of my old games back in and play it. So it's like having an Xbox 360 and an Xbox One all at once, and I'm kind of stoked for that. But what I'm planning on doing is taking some of that and streaming that directly over onto Beam once whatever the update is that comes out or whenever they enable it. Because I looked on their apps and there was not one for Beam as of yet. So, but I know I can stream it directly to Twitch from there. So I may do a test on that. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm excited. I've never done console streaming on my channel ever. And there's games that I'm looking at, like, I would love to play Halo on my channel. Are you kidding me? And it's a game I loved when I was younger on the original Xbox, and I'm not awful. I'm not great at it. But it's fun. I mean, I enjoy fun games, and, you know, Halo is one of those games. And, you know, and there's always, the other thing, too, is, like, if you have some games on Xbox One, they transfer to your PC, and you can actually, and there's like directly streaming to your PC. There's just so many options with it right now, and I still have the PS4. So, I mean, there is potential of me being able to bring some console content onto my channel, which is something I wanted to do. I mean, I picked up last year I picked up an Elgato HD Pro card that was a PCI card went in my computer. I just didn't like how it worked. I did not like the interface for it. I did not like how the audio came through. It was really laggy. It didn't fit the mold of what I thought it was supposed to be. I don't know if it was what they intended, but it definitely wasn't what I thought I was purchasing. So I did return that last year. And I've been looking for a way to get consoles onto my channel, and now it looks like I've got both PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with potential of bringing them out. So I'm kind of, well, a whole lot of excited about that, to be absolutely 100% honest. You know, I do like to goof on a console, and I like the fact that I don't have to get my fancy rig set up. I don't have to get my booming headset and all that kind of stuff. I can just play, and I've got a little headset for both the PlayStation and for the Xbox. So, you know, it's not going to be the best quality, obviously, but I don't really care. It's not that's not why I'm doing it. I want to just be able to interact and have fun. Man, I was so tempted to pick up Elder Scrolls Online because it was like they had that for Xbox One for like $20. So I'm like, oh man, that'd be kind of fun to have that on the console. But I'm like, that required the Xbox Live connection and stuff, and I'm like, I don't have that yet, and that's like another, it's like $50 or $60 for the year for it. I'll look into it. I mean, I know that you get a bunch of games and stuff every month, and you know, it looks like it could have potential, and it might be something that's worthwhile for me. But again, it wasn't something I was going to make like a spontaneous decision while I was there. You know, and I didn't have a whole lot of extra money to spend. You know, I spent my extra money, anything that I had left over when I didn't have anything left over, I should say, when I purchased it, when I traded everything in. It ended up costing me about $50 to get, which is, I'm more than happy with that. I got rid of some stuff that I don't really need or use anymore, and I'm stoked. And yeah, so there you go, guys. Xbox One, PlayStation 4 potential coming onto the channel. We'll see. I got to see how that's all going to work. I know that this is something that both PlayStation or Sony and Microsoft are looking at, is to try to get the streaming market into things. And you know, if you don't have to use the hardware and do it, I think that's a great way to do it. I have no issues. So we will find out. We'll see. There may be a couple of test streams. Once I find out when it's working for Beam on Xbox One, by all means, you'll see that coming up. So if you guys haven't followed me yet on Beam, please do. There is a link down below in the description. I've been keeping that on there for a little while now. So if you ever want to see any of the live content, I try to do that most weeknights at around 8 o'clock. Sometimes a little bit late. You know, not like a set schedule, not set in stone. But if you follow me there, you'll get a notification via email that I've gone live. And, you know, come by, hang out, enjoy the chat. The interaction is very, very quick, very almost immediate. For the most part, the stream tonight was a little bit laggy, but I think that was more to do with me than anything else. But yeah, we did our first Conquest in Hell, which is good. 3:30 in the morning. This is when the pink time comes, and it's still bright red, but I don't care. We're all good. And we did that dungeon without dying and without a potion. I think we used one when we got in, and that was it. That's pretty good. I'm pretty stoked by that. But anyway, thanks again for all your continued support, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow in our next episode of Cube World. Take care. Bye-bye.